Imagine this scenario. You've been wandering around for days on end trying to find a fucking Wooper, and you're all like, where the fuck is this Wooper? Next thing you know, you encounter a Pokemon trainer with a Wooper, and your dumb little ape brain is like, I want that Wooper. So, knowing that the game probably won't allow you to jack this person's Pokemon you use in Ultra Ball anyways, and oh, what? Look at that. You're an asshole now. But with today's hot topic, you're able to do just that. Be an asshole. And that's my shitty attempt at using an infomercial to explain what this is. It's really just a machine that charges up Pokeballs to give them snagging capabilities. It's the main tool you'll be using in Pokemon Colosseum. So yeah, this one is about stealing Pokemon. Alright, let's go find me a damn Wooper.
Where are you going? You haven't paid for anything.
Pokemon Colosseum is not the first 3D Pokemon, but the first one to have a fully fledged 3D single-player story mode. It was made by Genius Sonority, a team of kids who were also pissed that they didn't have a Wooper. But this was because there was no way to transfer Gen 2 Pokemon to your GBA. Yet, these peeps whipped up a fresh Pokemon game to solve just that freaking problem, and the shit was like, whoa man, we broke it up. Yeah, Pokemon Colosseum follows the story of Wes. You can name him whatever you want. I thought it would be funny to call him Dad, question mark, for situations like this. Sorry, yeah, Wes is a vigilante with the goal of stealing shadow Pokemon to purify their hearts and retrieve their emotions. You'll encounter these Pokemon in battles with certain trainers throughout the story, and each of these trainers will have one of 48 shadow Pokemon assigned to them for you to, like I said earlier, fucking poking at. This spin-off title is way darker and harder than a traditional Pokemon game. So here's a quick rundown of the story so far. This region is called Ore, which is just ore written in katakana. They call it this because while your typical Pokemon has lush, green stretches of forest or wide, beautiful blue oceans, we have dirt. In the Ore region, all the major towns are titled after minerals, such as agate, pyrite, and phenacite, shortened to Phenac. And Phenac City is actually where you encounter the mayor, who is just kind of a good guy for the sake of being a good guy. He's important for story shit later on, but other than that, he doesn't really serve any purpose throughout the entire game, hence why I forgot about him and am now recording this 4 months later. Anyways, back to the video. This region is riddled with bandits and thugs just looking to nut check you around every corner. The big bad teams in this game are Team Snaggem, who has machines built for the sole purpose of stealing Pokemon, and Team Cypher, who has the technology capable of corrupting Pokemon by undisclosed means that shut off their emotions and let nothing but anger run their hearts. These little bastards are hardcore. They all know Shadow Rush, a move that has no weaknesses besides the fact that it has recoil, but they hit harder than normal Pokemon, and they'll even attack trainers and probably nut check you. Now Wes wants to nab all the shadow Pokemon using some tech he stole from Team Snaggem, a team that apparently Wes was a part of. You wanna know why? Well, too fucking bad, because that question ain't getting answered. This game gives Wes an interesting background and goal, but no personality to explain his motives and reasoning. Honestly though, I don't care. We've got a goal, we've got shadow Pokemon, and we've got a super interesting world to catch them in. You'll also be accompanied by Rui, who is capable of identifying shadow Pokemon and getting in the way, like all the time. Rui, please.
I don't see what's the problem.
You're in the way. That's the problem.
I'm trying to move.
You're moving in the wrong direction.
I'm trying my best here.
I have to shove you out of my way. All the battles you have and Pokemon you catch will be from encounters with other trainers. Side note, I don't know if these trainers are broke or what, but it's really hard to find money in this game. They also just don't give two shits when you take their Pokemon. Like, you would expect them to say something like, hey, give me back my Pokemon. But instead, they'll be like, but yeah, there's no wild Pokemon here because Wes and Rui are just focused on saving these shadow Pokemon. Don't worry though, because fights with trainers are plentiful, though only a fraction of them will have shadow Pokemon. There's a total of 51 Pokemon in this game. 2 you start off with and 48 are shadow Pokemon you capture and attempt to purify. But only 48? Yeah, there's not a lot of them, but trust me when I say Pokemon feel plentiful when considering what it takes to purify them. The Purification Process, which along with being dirt broke all the time is what gives this game its identity. There's a few methods of purifying Pokemon, but the best place to check out is Agate Village. Here's where you'll find the cologne case and scents to go with it, which will greatly reduce the purple meter, assuming you can fucking afford them. Holy shit! You can also find Celebi's Shrine here, which is the only place where Pokemon can be purified. Bringing that purple bar all the way down and then purifying them will allow that blue bar to start going up. The experience gained in battles will just stock up and then RKO the Pokemon once they're purified. Who knows, they may even evolve. Once they're purified, you can finally start leveling up your team. Thank fuck, finally. You aren't able to purify your Pokemon until you reach Agate Village, which means they'll be stuck at whatever level you caught them at, and Shadow Rush will be taking up a move slot, so things are going to be a struggle until then. A lot of people consider this to be the most difficult Pokemon game, which I can totally see since there are a lot of sections where the levels scale up fairly high and there's not really many places to train your Pokemon, not even after you purify them. You can rebattle certain trainers, but without wild Pokemon to constantly rebattle, I've never had such a hard time trying to get stronger. You won't be having your battles on routes, which makes sense because anyone who lives in a desert can tell you there's never really shit to do or see for miles, so you're gonna need a more effective means of transportation. Oh, you got running shoes? Cool story, dweeb. Tell it to my fucking 2-ton Z85 Hurricane. The towns are full of things to do and people to fight, especially places like Pyrite Town, which is full of thugs. Thugs that can be encountered in buildings, caves, and even underground. I like to imagine that fucking Diglett's beefy calves are just dangling from the ceiling of this place. Anyways, yeah, some places will be dark and spooky AF, and some places will be lush, green, peaceful places. One thing I really like was that this game gives you reasons to revisit certain areas, whether it be the only place you can get Pokeballs for miles, or the only place where you can purify your Pokemon, or the only place where you can beat up 100 4th graders on Mount Battle, an optional 100 battle challenge. All of the battles in this game are a ton of fun. Having them be double battles incorporates a lot more strategy. It's Pokemon battles, turn-based combat where you can inflict status elements and damage until the other trainer is out of usable Pokemon. Of course, you're going to be strategizing with which types are effective against which types, but you can only find certain Pokemon at certain points, so this is a case of if you don't got what you need, then use what you got, which honestly I think is really cool because it's made me way more open-minded about this. Before this game I would have never used Ampharos, but when I saw some flying types and he was the only electric type I had, well, I think it's safe to say that one day I'll go by Mr. Ampharos. All of the Pokemon just feel so alive in this game. There's only 4 battle animations in this game. One for a physical attack, a special attack, being attacked, or fainting. All the animations just perfectly encapsulate the Pokemon's personality. Like, I could totally see Ludicolo breaking down like that on my grave. My only problem with these is that they really do take ages to get over with, so these battles will probably end up being like 2 to 3 times the length of your typical Pokemon battle, which I never really got used to. Oh yeah, and since there's only a few animations for the battle, there's often times where the attack doesn't entirely make sense, like this Crobat with the physical attack animation where he spins, and Bite is a physical attack, so when you're supposed to imagine that he bites you, you see him just kind of violently rotate. I feel like I should mention Colosseums considering that's what this game is titled after, but really there's not much to see here. There's a few towns that have Colosseums for you to participate in, and it's just 4 battles back to back progressing in difficulty, and at the end you're rewarded with money and a TM, but they're fairly lackluster rewards. And also the Colosseums are optional, so I never really cared to participate in them, unless the story required it. By the way, I don't know if you've been listening to the tracks in this video, but like all of the battle tunes in this game are just fucking bops, dude. Remember, this game was a method of getting Johto Pokemon, whatever game you're currently giving yourself a hunchback with. I don't know what to tell you, do some fucking band pull aparts. Sorry, yeah, this includes the legendaries. There's a handful of boss battles here, and they'll have more Pokemon than your typical grunt, with something special for you to catch once you get them down to their last Pokemon. Don't worry though, if you goof and accidentally KO the special boy, then you'll get a second chance in the final area, Relgum Tower, which is filled with people you fought throughout the story. Getting to the top of here means duking it out with the big bad boys at the top of Team Snag'em and Team Cypher, and the person who's above them, which, ooh, I wonder who it's the mayor. Ooh, spoiler warning, sorry, but this game kind of gives that away in the little second area you visit, where you see the leader of Team Cypher just casually stroll on out of the mayor's house, where the mayor is totally chill, leading you to believe that they were just sharing a cup of joe and fucking grilled cheese recipes, I don't know. This final fight is particularly difficult, since his Pokemon are just suddenly 15 levels stronger, which, how the fuck am I supposed to train for this? I ended up just strategizing, using proper typing and recovery items. Good luck getting enough money for those. It was also made much easier since I caught his Tyranitar with my Infinite Master Ball. There's a little exploit in the game where if you use your first Pokemon to use a Pokeball of any kind, and then use the second Pokemon to swap the placement of that Pokeball in your inventory, then it'll still use the ball you selected, but you don't lose any quantity, not even for the one you put in its place. Hey, all I'm saying is if you don't want me to cheese the game, don't make it so fucking easy to cheese the game. I'm scum. After you defeat all the big bad boys, they get taken to the freaking slammer, and you'll catch a glimpse of Ho-Oh flying above and, I don't know, doing whatever birds do. Pooping on your bike, perhaps? Then you're free to resume your normal business of snagging Pokemon. You heard me right. After you beat the mayor, you get an email from some kids who are helping you out early game telling you that you've got a shadow Pokemon list. So now you're able to roam around and catch Pokemon that you may have goofed on and at least like 10 others you never even encountered, along with explore some extra areas. After you've caught every one of the 48 shadow Pokemon and purified them, you can call it done. Psych, bitch! Remember earlier when I said 51 and then I added the 2 and 48 and that shit doesn't add up, does it? If you purify all of the Pokemon and give every single one of the 100 4th graders on Mount Battle a fucking Wet Willy, then at the top you'll be greeted by a certain special Gen 2 legendary Flappy Boy. This game is honestly awesome. It's like the Dark Souls of Pokemon. Okay, sorry, but this is a challenging game, but in a pretty fun way if you ask me. The story was pretty bland, but honestly, give me some bad guys and a reason to beat them up, or no reason at all, and I'll just fucking beat up and mug them anyways. You think I won't? Think again, bitch, I got a motorcycle. The biggest gripe I have with this game is just how long the animations make the battles last, but really, they're so cool to look at and add so much to battles I still haven't seen replicated. Sword and Shield. Anyways, if you love those first 3 generations of Pokemon and want to play a fairly short but super fun Pokemon game, you gotta check out Pokemon Colosseum on the GameCube and... Oh, okay, I see a Whooper right now. I was only able to afford one of these, so I gotta make it count. Okay, and welcome to the end card. Please, if you made it this far, please hit subscribe. Most people are only watching 3 to 5 minutes of it, which is dope. Don't get me wrong. I think it's cool that people think my channel's worth watching at all. So, if you made it this far, yeah, please hit subscribe. It's like, I don't know. I'm gonna talk about a few things. First of all, well, actually, I want to mention how subscribers make me feel, because it's been a year that I feel like I've been putting a decent amount of work into this, and just going from like even 14 subscribers to 15 subscribers is enough to, make my heart skip a beat. I'm like, oh shit, it's dope, and it makes me motivated. So yeah, if we get enough subscribers, maybe, we can hit like 100 and I'll have an aneurysm. So doesn't sound like a bad idea to me. No, yeah, but I'm super grateful for everything that's been going on. Just like friends who are being super supportive, and anybody who's helping me with my stuff outside of, just YouTube too, which is, I want to say thank you to, Saints Row 12347 because he, was super kind when I was first going through problems with anxiety, which is the reason why I've taken a 4-month hiatus, by the way. I was going through like my first panic attacks and shit like that, and it's super scary stuff, and it sent me to the ER. But I'm doing okay now. I'm getting through it. But yeah, he was just super kind, I asked him, I was asking a question or something on subreddit, and then he just responded in the comments like, hey, if you ever need someone to talk to, go ahead and shoot me a DM. We can talk about shit. And it's like, well, that's dope. I don't even know who you are, but hell yeah. So I've been talking to him and checking out his stuff, and honestly, it's really good. Like, I love his reviews. He's doing game reviews. He's doing sketch comedy. He's doing, honestly, just whatever the fuck he feels like. And he's only 14. So seriously, give this kid a few years and it's just like, it's good. Those are explosion noises. Honestly, though, I think this kid is like gonna blow up if he just sticks with it. He's gonna, I don't know. It's fucking awesome. So anyways, I've got a new format in mind that I actually want to test out. It's gonna be a lot faster than this. I won't be taking a 4-month hiatus. I don't even want to take more than like a month away. I think that this new format is going to be a lot easier to produce. So I should be able to go ahead, mark it, go whip out your Sharpie and go write it on your mom's forehead or something. I'm going to start posting every month. Like, mark my fucking words, dude. I'm already thinking about that. I'm like, shit, can I? No, yes, I can. We're going to do this every month, all right? Anyways, I should probably stop rambling. I've already gone over 3 minutes. So, hey, there's a little preview to check out after I'm done talking here. So how about you go on and do that, huh? All right? Okay, bye.